Lie number one. All this squeamishness she puts on. You just know the line that she's been trying to feed Mitch. He thought she'd never been more than kissed by a fella. And sister, Blanche is no Lily. A supply guy down at the plant's been going up to Oriole for years. He knows all about her. In fact, the whole town knows all about her. She is as famous in Oriole as the President of the United States. But she doesn't get the respect from any party. Now, a supply guy has been staying at this hotel called the Flamingo. Yeah, she's been there too. This is after she let the home place slip through her lily white finger. So she moves into the Flamingo, a second-class hotel that has the advantage of not interfering with the private social life of all the personalities there. Now, Flamingo's used for all sorts of goings-on. But even the management of the Flamingo was impressed by Dame Blanche. Oh yes, baby, they were so impressed by Dame Blanche that they requested she turn in her key for permanently. This was a couple weeks before she shows up here. Yeah, I could see why you'd be upset by this. She pulled the wool over your eyes and Mitch's too. Now, honey, wait. I told you, listen, I thoroughly looked into these stories. Just wait till I'm finished here. Trouble with Dame Blanche is that she couldn't keep the sack, though. They got wised up after 2 or 3 dates and quit. So she moves on to somebody else. Same old line, same old act. Yeah. Same old hooey. But the town was just too small for her to keep this up forever. And as time passed, she turns into a town character. Regarded not just as different, but downright loco. Nuts. She spent the last year or two washed up like a poison. That's why she's here this summer, visiting royalty, putting on her act, because she was practically told by the mayor, get out of town. That is right. Did you know that there's an army camp in Oriole? And your sister's is one of the places considered out of bounds. So much for her being a refined and particular type of girl. Which brings us to lie number 2. Baby, she didn't temporarily resign from that high school because of her nerves. No, sirree, Bob, she did not. She was locked out of that school before the spring term ended. And I hate to tell you the reason why they had to take that step. A 17-year-old boy she got mixed up with. When that boy's dad found out, called the high school superintendent. Yeah. I like to have been in the office when they pulled in Dame Blanche to the carpet. I like to see the look on her face, squirming, trying to get out of that. But they had the hook and good and proper that time, and she knew that the jig was all up. They told her, you better move on to some new territory. Yeah. Baby, it was practically a town ordinance passed against her.